Broadcasting live from the Business RadioX studios in Atlanta, Georgia, it's time for Atlanta Business Radio. Brought to you by OnPay, Atlanta's new standard in payroll. Now, here's your host.
Lee Cantor here, another episode of Atlanta Business Radio, and this is going to be a good one. Today on the show, we have Art Oleszczuk, and he is with SkillPointe. Welcome, Art.
Hey, Lee. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I'm excited to learn what you're up to. Tell us a little bit about SkillPointe. How are you serving folks?
Sure. Well, SkillPointe is a relatively new venture. We're 1 year in since we launched February of last year, so we're actually just celebrating our 1 year anniversary. And we are a service, an online resource to help job seekers and current students in high school and the trade schools and colleges find the best careers that don't require a college degree. So skills-based careers in healthcare or construction or manufacturing and a whole bunch of other industries that are very high growth and high demand.
Can you talk about kind of these unintended consequences that a lot of folks have been kind of almost forcing their kids to take a college path when that may not be the best fit for them? Is this where your kind of service comes into play?
Absolutely. You know, the harsh reality is that we have millions of kids pursuing 4-year degree pathways right now, and it may not be the best pathway for them. You know, 2 out of 3 high school seniors pursue a 4-year degree, but unfortunately, about half of them wind up dropping out within 2 years, and they have no credentials and no work certificate or license to do a kind of a new career that's going to be a high paying opportunity for them. And furthermore, a lot of 4-year college grads wind up being underemployed, even if they do get a degree. That percentage is a staggering 45%. So you know, there's a lot of folks who are unaware of a lot of amazing opportunities in skilled trades and various tech or healthcare professions that don't require a 4-year degree. And there's millions of these jobs that are open and huge scarcity, in terms of workforce supply. So that's where SkillPointe comes in, is to kind of help people identify these amazing opportunities and help employers and schools pull more people into their programs.
Now, are the folks that are kind of using the platform or exploring the platform, are they people that you just described that maybe have gone through college and are now frustrated and are looking for other opportunities? Or are they the parents of young people that are saying, hey, this path may be a better path, and they're kind of trying to get ahead of that rather than go down a wrong path that could cost them, student loan debt of hundreds of thousands of dollars in some places?
Yeah, it's the reality. We kind of have both, right? We have 3 primary audiences using our platform. One is what we call the new skill people, who are just getting new skills into a new career, and they're often maybe leaving military or high school grads, and they're just trying to decide what to do with their life. Then we have folks who are reskilling, who are potentially degreed already, right, to your point, and they come in all ages, right? We have folks using our platform who even are of retirement age, who may want to do something new. And then we have a group of people who are what we call upskillers. They may be in a great career path right now. They are well rewarded and they're happy, but they just need to get a bit more training to get that next level of opportunity. So I would say all 3 find very useful content and guidance on SkillPointe.
And can you talk a little bit about the genesis of the idea? What was kind of the spark that led you all down the SkillPointe path?
Yeah, thanks. SkillPointe was initially founded by Todd Wilson, who was the CFO at NASCAR for many, many years. And Todd essentially heard a very similar story from all of the various NASCAR sponsors over the years. and these organizations are, obviously well-known brands within the Fortune 100. And they all said more or less the same thing, that one of our top barriers to growth is lack of skilled workforce supply. And these companies would have a lot more marketing money, frankly, to spend on NASCAR sponsorships if they could, if they would have only more people in these various skills-based professions. So it really was a huge barrier to growth. And the more, he looked at what is out there that helps organizations attract top talent and what is out there to help colleges and trade schools grow enrollment, Todd realized that, there's really not a national comprehensive solution that does both of those things in the same platform. So he came up with the concept, to kind of create a better job search engine and a new training search engine, which is really an industry first, to help people not only find the best jobs that don't require a college degree, but find the best training that empowers them to get that job. And, and that process we've simplified compared to kind of the legacy ways, which have been very difficult for people to find.
Now, one of the challenges of creating these kind of marketplaces is the chicken and the egg. How did you go about, kind of building it up from both ends of the balloon there in order to get the engagement you needed to serve both?
Yeah, we're serving, the needs of job seekers and students, and serving the needs of employers and colleges, really. And it's a great question. What we decided to do, first and foremost, is invest in authoritative, but yet, easy to digest content. So we did not spend a single dime on advertising to grow the brand. What we did is we developed a database of jobs, the most comprehensive database of open jobs that don't require a college degree. We developed another database of all the training programs, over 60,000 programs so far collected. And we've written thousands of articles and developed videos and created infographics that help people explore all of these careers. And that content and those tools have attracted a very sizable audience so far. We're just 1 year in, and we have almost 1 million users use the platform so far. And our organic search visibility is off the charts. We have, 95% of our traffic is just from organic search, meaning people discover the content while performing, searches on Google or Bing or what have you, and they see SkillPointe come up to the top of the results. So it's and we talk to a lot of agencies and SEO experts and stuff like that, and a lot of them say the same thing, that they have not seen such organic growth of a website yet, and they've looked at a lot of websites.
And then is the revenue model, like, who pays? Is it the trainee that wants to find these opportunities? Is it the company that wants to find employees, or is it both?
The consumer, the job seeker or trainee, pays nothing. It's a completely free resource to users. The revenue model is based on revenue primarily from two streams. The employers who are promoting their opportunities on SkillPointe, and the various training providers, the colleges and trade schools who are promoting the programs, the training programs. And we see healthy growth in both of those categories.
Now, from the trainee or the student perspective, or the person looking for the opportunity, can you share a story of maybe somebody who was frustrated, an individual that was, kind of maybe in a rut and frustrated about their career path, and then they find SkillPointe, and all of a sudden now they have a great opportunity and maybe something, more than they imagined could be possible?
Yeah, we have dozens, if not hundreds of them, honestly, Lee. We have, one person that, one story that sticks out in my mind is a person who, wrote a very nice note to us, basically saying, I grew up at the end of a dirt road in I forget what state, maybe Nebraska or Arkansas, somewhere in the middle of the country. And he said, growing up at the end of a dirt road in central, Nebraska or whatever, right? I never thought that I would wind up welding components for the SpaceX capsule, like a rocket. He's basically working on rockets. So he went from, he went from working unskilled jobs and then went through a welding program, and just super smart guy who wound up getting a job at SpaceX. So that's one story, and there's dozens more of, we also help a lot of folks with funding their training programs. We have a nonprofit side to our organization called the SkillPointe Foundation. And every month we get thousands of applications, and we award many scholarships to people who may not have the capability, the financial resources to attend these training programs. And we get letters and videos from them all the time saying how, they are finally able to kind of get to that next level thanks to not only the tools that SkillPointe provides, but also the funding that the SkillPointe Foundation provides. So, SkillPointe is not only a great tool, but I think also just a great organization for being able to, help change a lot of people's lives.
Now, what's been the most rewarding part of the journey for you to get involved in an organization like this that is really making a huge impact in a couple different areas? Yeah,
it's a very rewarding path. My background is in building online solutions and in automotive and in finance, in having worked in many big brands. And this is different because we're not just moving metal, we're not just selling car loans, we're helping people find a better future. Our vision at SkillPointe is to create a future where skills-based careers are celebrated and rewarded, and to kind of shine a big spotlight on a lot of these opportunities. And Todd, our founder, Jim Franchi, our CEO, and myself and the rest of the team all could be working on various other things, but the passion behind SkillPointe really is doing good and helping people, and we all share that.
Now, what do you need more of? How can we help?
Well, we always can use more folks coming to the platform. I would say 1 million is not enough. We're on our way to 2 and 3 and 4 million. So any chance we get to just raise awareness with people who are exploring these options, we always want to get the word out. But we're also looking for partners. We're looking for college partners, employer partners, potential strategic investors and organizations who are like-minded as SkillPointe. And we're always forging relationships, with like unions, state organizations, even federal organizations, and have had some tremendous success in various states. So anyone who kind of feels that this is a nationwide crisis that needs fixing, we'd love for you to kind of take a look at SkillPointe, see what our solution looks like, and connect with us to learn more.
And if somebody wants to learn more, what's the website?
It's skillpointe.com, and that's point with an E. And if you go on there, you can check everything out, and there's a contact us form. You can just reach out via email. And my profile's also on LinkedIn and Twitter and all of that good stuff too.
Well, Art, thank you so much for sharing your story today. You're doing important work, and we appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Lee. Thanks again for having us on.
All right, this is Lee Cantor. We'll see you all next time on Atlanta Business Radio.